Hello, strings. We are going to start working on Pomp and Circumstance, which we will be putting together for graduation this year, which is in June, so we got a lot of time, but time goes by real fast these days. So we're going to start with just the first phrase. In the music, I wrote out parts. You can play along. I'm going to add a link to a YouTube video, and this part of the song, which is the part that everybody knows, starts about a minute and a half into the piece, maybe 2 minutes. It's not the beginning part, it's like the second section that everybody knows. All right, so it's in G major, but there are C sharps, which we need to talk about for all instruments. So the G major scale, which you all know, a la Nisma, let's all play the G major scale together, make sure your instrument's in tune. If it's not, pause the video, get all set, here we go. G major scale, 1, 2, ready, go. So there's our G major scale. Great. In this song, at the end of the first line for everybody, there's a C sharp. So just a brief discussion of that. We're not going to get much further than that, but I just want to introduce it. There's two ways to play this. You can either do a full shift or a partial shift. So for violins, we're going to try to do the full shift. Cellos, violin and viola, it's the same. On cello, that C sharp is going to be like a half shift with your pinky. Normally on cello, on the G string, your pinky is on G. And so it's like if you had a sixth finger, like an extra pinky sticking off there, it would be the next note. And so for cello, we're not going to do a full shift. We're going to do a little half shift where you're going to play B, which is normally with your third finger, and then instead of just doing fourth finger C, you just kind of slide up a little further and do a fourth finger C sharp. Or you do a full shift. I wrote in both options where you play the C sharp with your first finger. So here's how you would do that. C sharp this is first finger where that goes, high to second finger, third finger is there, fourth finger is here. These would be evenly spaced on the cello. Anyway, so C sharp is above, it would be like high 3 on the violin, and it would be an extra reach of your pinky on the cello, but there's a slur here that we'll have to watch out for. So I'm just going to play through this and just show you. We're going to start at the end of the line. We're playing B. Violins and violas would be playing B with your second finger like normal. Cello, you would be playing B with your first finger. So you would do a shift, which is in second position. And so what you're going to do is this. There's your B, then or you play the E natural on your bottom string. So G, A, B, C sharp. So that's going to come up. I'm going to call it out. We're going to play from the beginning. So here we go. Nice and slow from the top. Lots of fourth finger stuff happening here. Here we go. We're just going to do up to the first ending. That's all. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Go lift. And here it is. We're just going to stop right there. After that tricky C sharp, the next two notes are open A and open D on all instruments. So you got easy opportunities to shift there. So let's just try that again. Same thing. It's not too much faster than that. This is the boring graduation song, but getting it in tune is really tricky. So violins and violas, let's talk about that. We start on second finger B, and then instead of kind of using that high 3, which we could use, so we could do, this is what cellos would do, high pinky, high 4 for cello, high 3 for violin. So you play C sharp, which is high 2 or high 3 or high 4, then open D, then first finger E in one bow. So let's just try that a couple times. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, again, go. Great. The other way to do it would be to play all of those in one hand. So on cello, that would be playing 1, 2, 4. Here's the cello fingering. 1, 2, 4, and this is a tiny little violin, so it doesn't really work. And on violin, you'd be playing 2, 3, 4. So let's just try that. 2, 3 on the same string. Right? So we do that several times, all on the same string. Violins, you're playing second finger C sharp, so you've shifted up. And cellos, you're playing first finger C sharp, you've shifted up. So find this with that finger. And here we go, da da da, it's on an up bow. 1, 2, several times, and again, 2. Lift again. 1 more time. Great. So now we're going to try this whole passage from the beginning one more time. Starts on normal first position G for everybody. Just find your G. There we go. Here. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here it is. Shift. Open. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we repeat back to the beginning and we would take the second ending the second time. Do it again. 1, 2, ready, beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, shift. Open. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, so that's a good start. We're going to work on that for a while. I will see you in the next video. We'll kind of alternate between working on this and some of the other stuff for NISMA and the regular things out of the books. Stay safe out there. See you soon.